What a crowd, what a crowd. Now, I'll tell you, I'm all right now. This afternoon I was in rough shape, though, you know. Yeah, my wife, she started in again, you know. She keeps throwing up to me. I went to Las Vegas. I went broke playing the slot machines. Oh, Vegas, I got slot machines all even in supermarkets. I went into my container of milk, cost me $238. Now, I'll tell you the truth, I had trouble with my wife before we got married, you know. We went together for 6 months, then she gave me the air, told me it was all over. I said to her, what's the matter? Is there somebody else? She looked at me. She said, there must be. I'll tell you what, my wife, I never got no respect at all, you know. We were going steady. She told me, don't talk about sex until we get married. We got married. She told me, now you can talk about it all you want. I'm married 20 years. All I get is smart answers and bad cooking. And my wife's cooking, forget about her cooking. But the other night I left over a hamburger. She used it to scrub the sink. Well, you had to come and get it. My house is try and eat it. The trouble with me is I'm too easygoing, you know. Like this afternoon, I had a bite to eat in a restaurant. I got busy. I had to share a table with someone. He sat down, an old man. Must have been in his 80s. I mean, this guy was old. I asked him to pass me the salt and pepper. He had to make 2 trips. I never get lucky in restaurants. I had dinner last night in a Chinese restaurant. I opened my fortune cookie. And it was a guy's check next to me. I said to him, hey, buddy, I got your check. He said, thanks. So, I mean, these wise guys. I was going to take a little vacation, talk to some guy who works in a travel agency. He told me I could spend 6 nights in Puerto Rico. No days, just 6 nights in Puerto Rico. I said to him, well, I do myself days. He says, you can do whatever you want, just keep out of Puerto Rico. It's a great crowd here, I'll tell you that, you know. Tell you with me, nothing works out, you know. My neighborhood's getting worse. I told you before, I live in a tough neighborhood, you know. Just last week, a guy pulled a knife on me. I could see it wasn't a real professional job. There was butter on it. I tell you where I live, you can't protect yourself. But one day, there was a knock on my front door. I figured I'd play it safe. I opened a peephole. The guy reached in and grabbed me. I tell you, in my building, there's nothing but robberies. Every time I close a window, I hit somebody's hand. Nothing but robberies over there. But the other night, I took the wife and kids out. I figured I'd play it safe. Left all lights on the apartment, left the radio on, left a note in the front door. The note said I'm inside. Came home that night, I still got robbed. The guy left his own note. He said, I looked all over for you. How do you do, Don? How are you, fellas? How you doing? Really wonderful.
Every time you close the windows, you hurt somebody's
That's what
fingers.
happens in my building, John, yes. And I wouldn't lie to you, know that.
No, nice of you to make the trip out here.
It's my pleasure, John, because over here you meet so many wonderful, wonderful people, full of love here in California.
It is, right, right.
Really, really love. They really are. They're nice people, I'm telling you. In fact, coming over here, I had a cab driver just full of love, you know.
Yeah.
Really. And this guy kept talking and talking. He was so happy. He told me all the people he had in his cab, you know. And then he described in detail how he had them. It was really
Interesting. I didn't know that.
It's another one I should have
A lot
tried
of
out.
love out there. You got to take him out of town. You can't just trot him right
I
out
got to
here.
break him in all over, you know. But he was a sexy cab driver, tell you the
Oh, he
truth.
was,
Sexy
huh?
myself lately. I don't know what it is.
Really?
Maybe the weather, what it is. Very sad. I mean, be personal, nothing like that. But it can happen to anybody getting sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went out last week. I tried something new last week. As a matter of fact, group sex.
Group?
You.
Oh.
Now I have a new problem. I don't know who to thank. Oh, that was a wild party I went to last
A wild
week.
party,
Oh,
huh?
what a wild party. No, I wish you were there. Oh, what a
Yes,
wild
I'd
party.
like to be.
I got there, rang the bell, a big naked blonde came to the door.
Yeah.
And he was the butler.
And the butler? How'd you know he was the butler?
Oh, I knew he was the butler because you could tell he was...
I knew he wasn't the maid. That's the
No,
truth.
I'm late in the
I
living third.
see.
You got to be careful here. But no, but sex is a powerful thing.
Yes, it is.
It really is.
No, as you get a little older, you think it diminishes at all?
No, sex is a powerful thing.
Powerful
really
thing,
is a
yes, it
power.
is.
I mean, a guy meets a girl, he's not sure if he likes her. A guy takes her out, he'll take her out a few times, spend all kinds of money on her, ask her all kinds of questions, you know. That's where a dog is lucky, you know. A dog is smart. You know, a dog meets another dog, you don't have to go through all that. Gives out with one smell. She's for me. That's it. You know, it's And you know, I love dogs.
You love dogs,
I love dogs.
I didn't know that.
I love dogs.
Yeah?
Dogs of every... I work with some great dog acts. Great dog acts, Johnny. Great dog acts. I work with Carmine's Canines.
Carmine's
Great act.
Canines.
Great acts, yeah, great acts. Laverne and her boxer.
Laverne and her boxer. I missed that act.
Sure. And show business, tough business, dog acts. These are great acts.
Yeah.
And show you know how tough show business is.
Certainly.
Oh, it's tough show business. Oh, boy. Sometimes I think back of all the women I had to sleep with to get where I got. No, I'm just kidding. I'm no ladies' man. You know that. You know. I was a kid in show business. I never got girls. Never.
Yeah.
Never. I was a kid in show business. I remember my big score was Baltimore, 1949. A chubby waitress with acting. I remember her very well. I got lucky one night. You know? Yeah. Girls always give me a hard time. Never got lucky with girls. In fact, just last night, a hooker made me say please. Yeah. But I tell you, Johnny, I count my blessings.
Count your blessings.
Count my blessings.
As long as you have your health.
That's what count your blessings. No, got to count your
Health is
blessings,
everything.
Johnny. Got to count your blessings. Thank heaven I'm doing okay today, and I had it tough for years, you know.
Yeah,
So I paid a lot of dues, Johnny. Worked a lot of tough joints, you know. Fonzo's Knuckle Room, remember that?
Fonzo's Knuckle Room?
Oh, he was tough, Fonzo, was he tough. Oh, Fonzo, he was the first one. He started acupuncture, you know. Yeah, with an ice pick. Oh, he was I had it tough for years, Johnny.
Tough years, huh?
Everybody has it tough, I guess.
I suppose.
Everybody has problems. I met a guy last week with a problem.
Oh?
Oh, boy, this guy told me he had an affair with a girl 3 months ago. The guy's going nuts. He didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
He told me what happened was the rabbit didn't die. It just stays in critical condition, you know? People have problems all over the place.
Problems all over.
But I told you before, and I'm going to tell you again, Johnny, health is...
Health is,
the whole
as I
thing
said.
is health. You got to take care of
As long
it.
as you have your health.
Take care of it. You got to think young. Hobbies, interests. You got to think young.
Right.
I try to think young all the time. You know what I mean? Always do that. Can I have a cigarette, too?
Certainly. It's not good for your health, though. You know.
So I got a crazy doctor told me to keep smoking if I want to stop chewing gum. So what do I take?
Is that the same doctor you,
So Dr. Vinny Boomban.
Zenny Boombat?
Health is important. I got into astrology lately. Got a new interest. You know what I mean?
did you?
Oh, astrology is very good.
Follow that closely,
You meet
huh?
girls, that's all they talk about. It's astrology.
Astrology.
Sure, astrology. What sign are you under? You know, that's what they talk about. I tell you, the girls I meet, they're all born under the same sign.
Well, what's that?
For rent. Look, you got to take care of your health. I tell you, do what I do.
What's that?
Oh, I tell you what I do. I watch. Crazy.
Go ahead, nuts over there.
I watch television. I get healthy from television.
You get healthy from
Yeah,
television? How can you get healthy from watching television?
Who's talking here?
From just watching television?
That's right, the commercials, the public service commercials. They get all kinds of tips how to take care of yourself. You know, they're very, very good, really.
Tips, huh?
I saw one last week, a commercial, a public service commercial was beauty, you know? Yeah, a guy came out, he said, hi. My name is Bob. This is my wife, Ann, my daughter, Susie, my son, Bob Jr. Right in front here's my mom and dad. Now, we've all had VD. Gotta take care of your health.
Gotta take care of your health.
That's the whole thing of health, yes.
Health.
And you gotta get the brakes. You gotta get the brakes.
Brakes are important along with good
Brakes,
health.
the brakes.
Brakes are probably just as important as good health.
Yeah, that's right. Good. I never got the brakes.
Didn't you get the brakes?
Never got the brakes. Never. When I was a kid, I never got the brakes.
Oh.
Never. I was 8 years old on Halloween once. My old man, he dressed me up. He set me out as the Pied Pipe, you know?
Yeah.
In 2 hours, every rat in the neighborhood was following me. Never got the
Just
brakes.
too
A
early
lot
for
of
Halloween.
pressure going for me, Johnny. A lot of pressure going for me. I'll tell you, there's a lot of pressure.
How are things going to the club?
What was that?
How are things going at the club?
Very well, very well. I'm on vacation now. For the month of July, I'm on vacation.
Oh, I
I mean, they're breezing now. Remember those acts?
Who do you have in there now while you're gone? Do you have some big acts in there?
Porter's cleaning up. Okay,
Porter is-
who's in there? I don't know who's in there. A lot of pressure going for me. It's just terrible. It's like pressure, like a heaviness. It's always on top of me, that
Yeah.
heaviness, always there. Other guys wake up in the morning, new day, up and at 'em. I wake up, the pressure, the heaviness is waiting for me, nice, the heaviness. And sometimes I haven't talked to it. I say, hi, heaviness. And the heaviness looks back at me, today you're going to get it good, you know. You'll be drinking early today. And I can't drink. I'm a bad drinker.
You a bad drinker?
I'm a bad drinker. No idea what a bad drinker I am, Johnny. When I drink, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm telling you, I mix them out there. You know, I went out for dinner the other night, had a few drinks before dinner. The waiter came over. I ordered roast beef on the rocks. But you gotta have memories.
Memories.
Johnny. Memories are important. You gotta have
Memories will sustain you.
memories. Gotta have memories. That's the whole thing. Memories.
Memories.
I was talking about vaudeville before, right? Talking about vaudeville before, and I got a picture here I want to show you about memories of actually, my father was in vaudeville, you know?
That's what I heard.
He really was. Yes, he was in vaudeville for years. And I have a picture here. I thought you might get a kick out of it. He was taken 60 years ago in San Francisco. And my father, he was 20 years old. And in this picture, Charlie Chaplin was 23 years old. My father was Chaplin there. Well, that's true. There's no kidding around. Yeah.
Really?
That's right. Maybe folks like to see my old man with Chaplin over there.
I'm going to take a close-up.
Yeah, if you get it close enough.
Right?
Yeah, my dad's with the camera, no, and Chaplin's with the Dave. That was 23, but he was 23, 60 years ago, San Francisco Exposition. Yeah, I could tell you a lot of stories about vaudeville.
That's rather interesting. You want to see one of your old pictures?
My old man was in vaudeville. And
Let me picture somebody dug out one of your early publicity pictures.
what was this?
Do you remember these? These phony pictures they would take? Take a look at this, folks.
What's-
Look at the monitor. Look at the monitor.
Is that you?
Remember, look at that. He's got a gun with a little doll. That's one of those typical... Somebody dug that out. Does that bring me... Where are you going, Rodney? Leave me alone, he says. Isn't that a beauty? Thought you might want to have that.
Oh, it's a beauty.
You go down there for
I was 19 years
Get on
old.
the Sunset in
There's
Highland.
no
They'll
need
make
to
those up for
apologize.
aces
That
apiece.
That was my first theatrical picture. Now, I'll tell you the truth what happened. I took the picture straight. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
The guy told me he got props. So I got props. And then I used to do bits with this doll here.
Yeah.
You know? I used to do like the different ways people would spank their kids, like a barber hitting his kid, you know, like this. You know. How'd you get that picture?
Okay. We'll be right back after one of these.